Hey guys, and welcome back. Today is going to be all about making new polymer clay jewelry and accessory pieces. And it is only just the morning. I think it's only 9 a.m. at the moment, and I am starving and I need a coffee. I literally haven't had anything. I just brushed my teeth, showered, and got a little bit of makeup done. I'm currently using two mascaras, and one of them I don't really like because it's not waterproof and it doesn't keep my lashes up, but yeah, I'm just going with it really. And you may or may not know that I am at my parents' house and there's construction going on. Oh my god, I'm obsessing over the ceiling lights. I've always wanted ceiling lights. Whenever I get a house of my own, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for ceiling lights. And what else was it? Oh yeah, wall-mounted TV. These two things, and I'm the happiest person alive. So yeah, that's actually quite a funny coincidence because I've always wanted ceiling lights, and that's what my parents decided to go for. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna get started, and I probably would have already posted a video about my weight loss journey, but basically so far it's been about 3 weeks-ish, and I lost 2.5 kilos. So I'm really happy with that, and I have noticed that a lot of weight has gone off my belly and my legs and my face, which I'm really happy about. Not so much my arms, I feel like, but I'm really happy that the belly is gone, at least, because that was probably my biggest insecurity. And yeah, so I can share with you guys what I eat and drink throughout the day as well, so you guys can see. Maybe you are someone who also wants to lose weight, and yeah, I will just be showing you what I do and give you a couple of tips and tricks and share with you my life in the English countryside. First things first, I need a coffee. This is actually my boyfriend's cup. He always drinks from this one, and this is actually a cup that my mum made. So yeah, it's really cute, and we all have our favorite cup that we use, but because the other ones are dirty, I'm just gonna use this one. I always like to start my morning off with either an almond Americano or a oat milk Americano. I've been trying the Plenish. This one is really not sweet at all. But you know what, guys? It just drives me nuts, the fact that there's only 4% almonds in this. So like, what's the rest then? You think you're buying like pure almond milk, even like one of the best brands ever, organic, no added sugar, but then you look at the back and you're like, oh, it's not even that, there's barely any almond in it, so what's the rest? And it's all in German, so yeah, that makes it a bit confusing, and I love it when they don't tell you what's inside. The only reason why I got this one was because that was the highest percentage of almonds in comparison to all the other milks. This is what I got last time, and this one is actually 1% organic Italian almonds, and the rest is cold pressed sunflower oil, sea salt, organic rice, and spring water. So this is not what you think it is. It's not almond milk. This is not almond milk. Like, it's just an almond flavored drink. This barely tastes of almonds, actually. It tastes of rice milk. Yeah, so I tried to go with the Plenish almond, but it's just really, it's not sweet. It's not the right sweetness that I'm looking for, because that sweetness is what makes my cup of tea so yummy, and my coffee as well. So Law espresso, we normally get the Starbucks ones or the Tesco ones. The hazelnut and caramel flavored ones are delicious. But actually, if you had to ask me what is my favorite coffee pod, maybe you're someone who loves your coffee as well and is curious to know what a really good one is. I personally really love the blonde roast from Starbucks. So they sell the pods, I think it's Tesco, definitely, I think Waitrose. Yeah, it's really good. So if you have a coffee machine, I recommend you to try it. Here we are. Ooh, this smell. Coffee and flowers is probably my go-to morning smell, and You know what's funny? So I'm a very DIY person, like I'm a very creative person. I'm into art, I'm into, I don't know, just, yeah, I love these things. I love the art industry. And I started actually making soy wax candles, when was it? Beginning of this year. And I bought a coffee and flowers scent from, where was it from? I can't remember where I bought it from. I think it's called Fresh Skin. Really, really affordable scents on there. And that was actually the worst smelling scent because it just did not smell of flowers and it just did not smell of coffee. Also, another fun fact, if you are on your weight loss journey and you want to eliminate drinking alcohol, we got this yesterday from Waitrose and we really, really liked it. It's the pink grapefruit sparkling. And it's really, really good. I actually checked the back and there's like a really, really small amount of sugar. Like if you're not drinking the whole bottle, like you're good. So highly recommend it. And they have all sorts of different flavors. We also got some ginger beer, which I haven't had in like a million years. And it claims it has no sugar in it or anything. So that is like also probably going to be my next go-to drink because we have barbecues. It's the summertime and, you know, everyone has either like a gin and tonic or wine or something, and you know it's a bit boring to be drinking water all the time. So I think like ginger ale is quite a good like replacement for alcoholic drinks. Oh my god, there is a humongous spider. For breakfast I'm gonna make porridge oats, organic Tesco porridge oats, and I should really be weighing about 40 grams. I know it doesn't seem a lot, but trust me, like once you're boiling the actual porridge, there's loads in there. That is what 40 grams looks like. And I just make it with water. I know some of you might find that boring, but if you're adding extra milk, it's just extra fat and sugar. And because of the construction, there is currently no kitchen, so what we have to do is we have to use a gas cooker that we take out camping with us. So we get a gas canister and that way we are able to boil some eggs at least for lunch and I can make my breakfast. So this is my porridge and I made it with a little bit of honey. Normally I add Parmesan cheese and have a salted porridge, but today is honey. Oh, I'm getting hot. It's really hot today. It's going to be hot all week this week in the UK. Hey guys, so I am now in the gym room. This is where I work out. But basically this is the only space where I can have time for myself. I can focus on my jewelry making and yeah, just do some work. I made myself an iced oat milk latte and I just recently got these beautiful highball glasses from Amazon. I love them. I wish they were a little bit more narrow, but they're just so cool. I actually saw them in a restaurant where me and Luca go to regularly and I just fell in love with them and then I wanted to get the same ones. It was £6 for a pair and I also got a set of glass straws as well with straw cleaners. I now have to focus on my handmade polymer clay jewelry business. And I basically started this at the very beginning of the year. So I started actually making candles and I started up a candle brand called Candles by Cami. And we tested that out. We tested the waters. We went out to markets in Italy when me and Luca were living in Italy. The candles have been put on pause, but I have started making polymer clay jewelry because I started to think that I think a lot of people are buying jewelry in the summer. Bright, playful jewelry is kind of becoming a trend this year, and I thought it would be really fun to try and make some clay pieces, and so that's what I did. And now I genuinely have been selling polymer clay jewelry since since we got back to the UK. So when was that? Beginning of April, end of March, something like that. So I started making like fruit clay jewelry. I started selling them on Vinted, and I keep on getting sales on the tomato clay earrings. A lot of people really, really love them. And we did actually do a market here in the UK, and I got a lot of compliments from people, but it was a very quiet market. So I kind of figured that I should probably move into the digital space and do like a digital campaign and build a good website and just put my work out there for people, because you know, markets are great and stuff, but they are so expensive to participate in. And although it's probably the most recommended way to start, it is probably the most expensive one. I like that with advertising myself online, I can reach a bigger audience. My pieces are more accessible. I actually do have a website up, but it doesn't have a domain name. So first of all, that needs sorting out, because no one is going to find me without a domain name. Especially one that you can't like search up because it's just so long and it's just numbers and letters. So that's unprofessional. And secondly, I need to make way more jewelry designs. I'm being really careful, and I'm trying to figure out what sells and narrow down my product range towards what is the most popular item that people buy, and build up a store based off of these items that people really, really love. So I made all sorts of fruits and baguettes and croissants and this and that and the other, and the top three most popular jewelry pieces were my orange earrings, strawberry earrings, and tomato earrings. But I actually started making flower earrings as well, and a pair that I've just recently posted has sold the very next day. So I feel like flowers could probably work very well, and I actually did do some checkered print flowers as well. When was it? Probably a couple of months ago, and they sold immediately as well. So I think flowers would be a really good idea. Now I want to make a few more designs. Basically, long story short, I couldn't make any more designs for a very long time because we didn't have the oven, and I need the oven to bake my polymer clay pieces. And apparently we're having the oven back tomorrow. I don't know if that's true or not, but if that is true, then I want to be ready. I want to have my designs prepared. A couple of weeks ago now, maybe a week ago or so, I made these, and these are all the tomatoes that were drying, and now they are done. They are glazed, and they are basically ready to be eye pinned and glued onto hooks. I made the tomatoes in bulk, so I don't need to worry about them. I actually thought it would be really cool to do one design of a light blue flower and do leopard print on top. I got a little bit of light here now, so that is way better. Wish me luck. I'm using translucent Sculpey Primo clay. I'll be mixing it with this blue. So I have managed to make a baby blue color with transparent clay. Now I'm gonna roll this out, and I'm gonna leave it fairly thick. Now I'm going to roll it, and we'll see. Moment of truth. Ooh, what is this? Oh my god. Oh my god, I have to film this on the phone. I'm sorry, I need to show you guys a close up. Oh my god. I want to try it on yellow now. We have this flower form, and I make the hole in the middle myself. Here it is. Let's see. Oh, scheiße. Okay. Just one flower. No. Hey you guys, it is the following day and I am getting a little bit of work done yet again. Yesterday I have made 5 pairs of baby blue earrings with leopard print. I tried making one with polka dots. I'm actually going to show you what I've done. So also we have good news and bad news today, but I'm going to share with you in just a second. Let me put my mic on. Let's see. So this is what I've done. And I am pretty happy. Not gonna lie, it actually looks really, really good. So there will be a gold plated stainless steel hook and it will be like this. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Yeah, the thing is, like when I make a new design, I tend to make a couple of that design and then I want to see if it sells first, and based off of the sales, then I decide whether I'm going to put it in my product line or not, because it's just pointless to batch make something that people don't buy. So the bad news is that I thought we would have the oven back today. Unfortunately, we don't, but we will have it back tomorrow. So that gives me plenty of time to make new designs or draw them out or get more inspiration, make a Pinterest board and see what I want to do next, because I'm kind of a little bit stuck. The thing is, whenever I see polymer clay jewelry, I normally don't tend to like it that much because it's all the same ordinary designs. There's nothing that draws me so much to it. A lot of people do the same basic shapes and same patterns, and it just becomes very like, there's nothing interesting to it, which is why I'm so picky with what I do, because I want to bring something new to the market. I want to bring something extraordinary, something really pretty that people would love to wear also in the evening, but something also very playful and quirky and colorful. But my main goal is to make it pretty. Like, I want pretty jewelry pieces, not something ordinary and same old. So I really like the idea of making checkered print earrings, but I have to play with the colors and see what works, because I don't want to do just white and green. I want to kind of make it a bit more fun and interesting and really, really pretty. So I don't know, maybe I'll make some marble checkered print designs, but I'm not so sure yet. And I really, really do need to do a bit of color matching and sampling and seeing what goes well together. You can tell that I'm really passionate about this, and I'm normally very, very good with color schemes. So that's a very strong suit that I have that I can put into my work. And yeah, you guys, I'm really happy today because I've been doing some work. I just made myself a matcha and reishi mushroom drink. It's very, very sweet. I think there's like coconut milk powder or something in there. I've been doing a lot of work. And basically it's so funny, we tend to always limit ourselves. So if you're someone that wants to start business, or if you're someone that wants to just start anything, I feel like we just limit ourselves so much, because I normally am really good at web design. So I've done it for a couple of people now, and including myself as well. And it's funny because I had a website and I literally half-assed the whole thing. Like, I just put up a few pictures of what I had and that's it. Like, I didn't customize it. I didn't think about the colors. I didn't think about the logo as much. Like, I just plonked it on there. I didn't even get a domain name because I thought, yes, there's no point in getting a domain name because no one is going on my website anyway, so why should I bother? And the other day I watched a YouTube video of this girl. She's really, really cool. I forgot her name. I've only seen like 1 or 2 of her videos, and she does sit down videos, very motivational, and she talks about belief systems and stuff like that. And she quoted someone who studied Neville Goddard's work on manifestation and stuff like that, and they said something that really made me have a aha moment, and it was something along the lines of like, you can't have the reality that you want if you're not doing the things that you would be doing in that reality. So you can't just act like a victim and just let it come to you. You can't, you can't just wait until it happens. You actually have to start acting like it's here. You need to start taking the actions like it's here, and that's what's funny, like, because if I didn't have a domain name, that would be the first problem as to why no one would even visit my website in the first place, right? So it's not the fact that no one was coming on my website, it's the fact that I actually didn't have a domain name. So it's all about taking action, really. And I had this aha moment, and I was like, oh my God, why am I half-assing everything? So good news is I finalized my polymer clay accessories brand name, and it is Me Time and Martinis. I really, really love the name. I think that it's really cool. And the way I came up with the name is I thought, well, what are the 2 things that I really, really love? And I thought, well, I love me time. I love martinis. So the first thought that I had was, me and Luca recently have been going out every weekend on a Sunday, and we normally go to one of our favorite restaurants, and I normally go for passion fruit martini. It always makes me really happy. And I thought, well, I love martinis, and I thought it would be really cool to have a playful name and have 2 words beginning with the letter M. So I wanted something to match with the word martinis, so something and martinis. And I thought, well, with time I'll think of something. And so I actually put some music on. I was listening to R&B, and the song kept saying the words me time, and I was like, oh my God, that's it, me time and martinis. And I was like, these are the 2 things that I love the most, and I think it goes well with the products that I'm going to be making, because it just symbolizes everything that we love, and it just represents these little gifts that you're getting for yourself or for someone else. It's just, I don't know, I put it all together because I just love the name and I like what it represents. It just represents joy from the things that we love, and yeah, I just thought it's a little catchy, I like that it starts with, both the words start with M, and I thought, okay, well, next up I need to get a domain name. So I got the domain name, and it's metimemartinis.com. So that is done. We can check that box. And then next step, I went onto my Shopify and I completely decided to redesign the whole store. So by the time this video is out, it will be up, but at the moment it's not. It's locked, because I'm currently redesigning the whole thing. So I decided to go for a completely different theme. I decided to put a big banner image on. Yesterday I took some photos of my polymer clay tomato earrings, my best selling pair, and I just love it because I took advantage of the sun and I just took my iPhone. I did take pictures on my camera as well, but the ones on my iPhone actually look really good. And so, yeah, I took advantage of that, and I just put a nice picture on there, and I'm playing with the colors, and all of a sudden, I decided to change my logo. I know, I've done it so many freaking times already. Like, I've changed the name, I've changed the logo so many times, but the thing is, I feel really good because I finally finalized it. Like, me getting a domain name is already, like, is a sign that I've finalized it now. And so I am now trying to design a logo, and I'm actually going to show you guys. This is my computer screen and I've got some ideas here. So I might have to just switch. Okay, I switched the light off so you can see better. But I actually like this playful, scribbly writing. I think that's really, really cool and playful. And I did actually think to put a martini glass next to it. But I want to represent passion fruit martinis to be exact, because I don't want to put a martini there, because I really don't like the classic martini. I know that a passion fruit martini is not an actual martini, it's just served in a martini glass, but that's what made me think of the name. And so I want it to represent me. And so there are some martini glasses, and I'm thinking to just put a martini glass and make it orange so that it kind of represents a passion fruit martini. This one looks a little too realistic, looks like an image, and I want it to look scribbled, just like the writing here. So I'm thinking to go for or something like this, because this is a passion fruit martini here, and so is this one. But I don't like that the outline is so thin that you can hardly see it. So I would love something like this. The thing is, this slice of lemon or whatever it is here doesn't really make sense, but we'll see. I like this one as well, tall glass. This is an espresso martini, which is cool, but it doesn't really make sense either. And then there's also this one that I've changed the colors of. I ordered some keychains and magnets that are arriving tomorrow, so I can really start getting on with it. And ideally I really need to finish my website before anything else, like finalize my logo, my website, and then I can move on to the creative process. I was thinking of asking my family members like what fridge magnets they would like, but I also thought that it would be quite a cool surprise to make something that I think represents them as an individual or as a family, and make that and surprise them with it. I'll show you guys what my website is looking like at the moment. So this has my old logo on here. It's really simple and does not represent anything what I'm doing, to be honest. So that was kind of like a lazy move. But yeah, all I've done is I've added this image that I took yesterday of my tomato pears, and I really love it. So bright and colorful, and I love that the sunlight basically sets on this pear in the middle. And then here, this is kind of like a layout that's been already made, but then I just need to customize it, so I have to put up pictures of my own jewelry. And I love this line in the middle. I think that's really, really cool. And also I did sell a pair of strawberry earrings yesterday, so I need to pack that parcel and take it to the post office. Ooh, I'm in a lot of pain. I just hit my ankle against a sharp edge of the chair. This is the logo, that's my banner image, and I really, really love this warm color. Okay guys, so it's already late afternoon, and what I must do before it gets way too late is I need to wrap this pair of beautiful handmade strawberry earrings. And yeah, so I'm gonna do that now, because I know the post office closes at I think 6 o'clock, so I've got to get that done. And actually, fun fact, this is my old brand name on there. So yeah, that was already on the image, so I have to just ship it as it is. So whilst I'm wrapping up this parcel, I did want to speak to you guys about starting your own business, especially if you're a small business owner and you're just starting up. I think what's really, really important, and the same goes for YouTube as well, if you're someone that wants to start a YouTube channel, The most important lesson I've learned is to stay consistent, because no matter what you do, the results will come eventually. Even if you think nothing is happening, even if you think nothing is moving, it is, and it's working for you in the background. Trust me. I didn't know that this business would go somewhere, and I've just started up doing markets in Italy, and seeing what sells in the local markets has motivated me to find a solution to sell something for the summertime. And yeah, it just led me towards getting clay and trying out different designs, and I never ever would have thought that it would lead me here. And as soon as we got to the UK and I posted them on Vinted, I started getting quite a fair amount of sales, which is why I decided to continue this, because it really isn't a joke, you know, it isn't a joke. And it's funny because in Italy, it actually didn't work. In Italy, I was not getting the results that I wanted. I don't know whether it's because trends there are different, which they really are. Maybe people are more into gold and silver jewelry. But over here, people really love the polymer clay jewelry, and I think it's becoming like trendy, especially customized items. And yeah, so I didn't really know it would take me here, and seeing the sales go up and seeing people leaving me positive feedback, positive reviews, 5 stars, and that enabled me to then set up a Vinted Pro account, a business account, where I'm now able to sell as a registered sole trader. And so yeah, I registered the business now. You think that things are not going anywhere, but they really, really are. And it just kind of escalates with time. You know, you start off with just doing something random that you didn't think would work, and then it works, and then people start liking it, and then you set up a Vinted account, and then after the Vinted account, you start having a website and you register the business, and once you have a website, you promote the website, and once the website is promoted, you're getting even more sales, and that allows you to invest in more equipment and get a bigger product line, and you know, you just start paying for advertising, and then you can expand and expand and expand. And same thing goes for YouTube. Like with YouTube, I've been so impatient for the longest time, but finally only recently I have been seeing some wins here and there, some results, and I've had a few comments and likes and views, and I'm actually, you know, getting my videos out there and actually seeing that people watch them. Like a few people do watch them. So, you know, don't give up, whatever it is that you're doing, because where your energy goes is what grows. Like there is no other, that is the rule. That is literally the rule. A really fun fact, I actually got 2 big boxes of this padding for free. Because someone locally had these 2 boxes of padding that they didn't need, and they were looking for someone to come and collect it, someone who actually really needed it. So yeah, we messaged the woman and she ended up giving them away to me. And yeah, she was kind of really looking for someone who either is moving home, who needs to wrap items, but I did tell her when I came over that I sell jewelry online and I ship my items, and it is so useful to me, and she was really happy that it's going into good hands and that it's going to be used. And so yeah, so that was really lucky. And then I found someone who was giving away a full big box of padded envelopes. My God, you guys, this is a lifesaver on expenses, like, because envelopes and padding and stuff like that, like this sort of stuff, it costs, okay? Like the expenses add up, and this is not something that you want to be spending money on, especially because this stuff is reusable. And I know personally that there are so many stores around and people that have these just lying around, they throw them, and it's just such a shame. And I love reusing stuff like that. I love recycled packaging. I'm all for it. Like, as long as the product you get is good and up to your standards and what you expected, I think the packaging shouldn't really matter that much, because you're going to throw it away anyway. Oh my god, I just realized I didn't wrap it properly. Silly me. Oh no, I have to undo this now. Oh, that's a shame. I know I don't need to do this, but I want to. So yeah, so it saved me a lot of money on this stuff, bubble wrap, and also envelopes. And I only had about 3 envelopes left before I saw that this lady was looking for someone to collect that box of envelopes, and I was like, oh my god, I found this at the right time, because I needed them, and I was so happy that I actually didn't end up ordering them, because envelopes I think are probably the most costly thing, especially if they are padded. So this is what it looks like, and I just like to wrap it a little bit more.
Hey babe.
Hey babe.
You okay?
Yeah, you?
Yeah. Alright. Ow.
So here you have it, guys. That is it. That is wrapped, and we are now gonna head to the post office and get that sent off. And yeah, I still have to finish the website. I feel like I got nothing done today, but at least we have decided on the logo and the coloring, and yeah, so I'm happy about that. We got that done at least. That's one thing out of the way. And yeah, so now it's post office time, dinner, and then tomorrow is a brand new day. Tomorrow hopefully will be clay day, because we'll have the oven back, which I can't believe. And I'm also going to receive the key rings and the magnets. And I still haven't told Luca about that, actually. I need to tell him. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Today's a brand new day, and it is day 3 of me working on my clay making, on my website, on my business. And so I am just about to have my porridge. Same again, 40 grams. And yeah, last night we had a barbecue. We have a barbecue every evening because we don't have a kitchen at the moment because of the construction. And so we've been having like grilled vegetables and chicken, like skewers and beef and stuff like that. So I've been making like salads, and we've been having sweet corn and peppers and stuff like that. So lots of protein, lots of veg. And sometimes we have rice, sometimes occasionally we have potatoes with it. I keep away from ketchup, mayo. I have a Nando's spicy sauce with it sometimes, and that just makes it taste much nicer. And yeah, that's why I've managed to still lose weight even after having barbecues like every single day. We have the oven back, so I can finally start making my jewelry pieces. And also today's the day where I start making fridge magnets. So yesterday I asked my family what they would prefer for me to do, whether they want me to surprise them with some fridge magnets, or I asked if they wanted to choose their own. My mum wanted me to surprise her. My stepdad said he wanted the be happy face, and my boyfriend said that he would like an A380. So I'm really excited to make the A380. Actually, I think that's really, really cool. And as a fridge magnet, that's so freaking awesome. He loves his A380s. Every time one comes by, like at least once a day. He has to come out and see it. There was an instance where we were on the way to the airport and we were actually driving my parents to the airport just before they were heading off to America, and literally like right beside us, like as we were driving, like at the same sort of level, there was a massive A380, like the biggest we've ever seen, like bigger than we've seen it parked on the runway, like humongous, just flying by next to the car. And it was the one with the lion on it, and it was the most beautiful thing. Honestly, it was just wow. And yeah, so he loves his A380s. I didn't get any sleep last night because I stayed up till 12:30 watching a podcast that is like 3 hours long or something of the Wizard Liz on AB Talks. Oh my god, it was just nuts. I don't tend to watch like videos about dark stuff, like very sad stories and stuff, but she just has something about her that is just so intriguing that I just can't not click, especially if it's a podcast, because she's only been on a podcast once before, I think, and that's what makes me want to watch even more. I'm like, ooh, that's very rare, because I don't really watch her videos anymore, but when it's a podcast, I feel like she's more open about her life and she's very vulnerable, and I think I like to see that, you know, I like to get to know the person. And yeah, it was very interesting, but yes, that ruined my sleep a little bit. And also the cat's going crazy, Crumble meows to go in. Basically, we have to keep all the windows shut now, and we're going through periods of really high heat here in the UK, and we had to shut all the windows because one of the kittens, the black one, Teddy, keeps freaking trying to jump out. Like, he is already on the window, if you know what I mean. He can jump up from the windowsill. And so, yeah, we caught him outside once. And, yeah, we just started closing all the windows because of that. And now Crumble can't come into the house because there's no cat flap as of right now. Okay guys, oh, I just got a text from Amazon, a message from the driver delivering your package. Oh, it's delivered. Yes, I can open the package. I'm so excited. Yeah, that's the magnet and the keychains. Must be all in this box. Wow. That is, I think 100 pieces of keychains, all in gold. I actually thought maybe I'm gonna regret not getting a mixture of gold and silver, because what if someone wants to get a keychain made for a man or a boy? And I just thought, they're clearly not gonna go for gold. But wow, that is really cool. I really like that. And I have the eye pins, so I can hook that onto here. That is absolutely perfect. I'm really happy with that. Yeah. I like them. Yeah, I think that's cool. And then, ta-da, I've got the magnets. Let's see. It says strong. There's nothing worse than getting a magnet that doesn't actually stick to your fridge. It's the most difficult box to open. How many pieces is that? I thought I got more. Oh my god, they are absolutely tiny. I don't know if that's good or bad. This is so funny. I just tested the magnet and this is so funny. I started giggling to myself because they are so small, yet they are so strong. I actually couldn't take it off the fridge. Hey guys, I'm super happy because my family absolutely love the magnets. The reactions that I got was very unexpected. I'm going to show you one more time what I've made. Here are the bits, including the earrings. This is the Egyptian eye, so they all need glazing now. But yeah, this is the Egyptian eye fridge magnet. And then this is the A380. So it will be this way up. Oh god, I have to be so careful when they're not glazed. And then my stepdad's happy face magnet. And then my beautiful new earring designs. I can't wait to try them on and make a video with that. Hey guys, so today is a very busy day because I've actually done a product shoot with my professional Canon camera and I took photos of the earrings and the magnets and I'm really happy with the results. I want to give you guys a little bit of me time and martinis haul. So this is one pair. I just love the mixture of the two colors because I've actually never seen anyone making leopard print on baby blue. I've only seen like leopard print on light brown or caramel or pink, but never on blue. And I thought, why not mix the two colors and do something different? And actually I'm obsessed and I think it really suits people with blue or brown eyes. These are like super girly and super glam, actually. Something that I would wear for my birthday or out for a drink. I think it's really pretty. There. The classic tomato earrings. They are a little bit bright and bold, but actually not too in your face because they are small. That's what I really love about them. I'm not usually the type of person to wear really bold earrings. Like I like classy, elegant looks, but this is kind of somewhere in between the two.